All right. All right. Okay. I think it's recording. I don't know. Not 100%. But why is this? Oh, there we go. What the heck? Sorry. I got my birthday was recently, and so I got yes. Hi. So I got I got a second monitor, which was awesome. I'm very excited about it. And yeah, so that's cool. But what what I was gonna say was I just kind of want to record. It was recently, and so I got yes. So I got a okay. Well, audio sounds terrible, but that's about expected. Yes. Okay. So I also got a cat a while ago, and she's very, very naughty. So yeah. Hello. Hello. It's been a while. It's been a while. I know no one's watching, and I know no one. Ow, cat! Ow! Why did you do that? Over there. Stay. Oh, my cat just leapt over my chair and landed right on my shoulder. I know it's been a while, and I know no one's watching. I know no one probably will watch. Hold on. Hold on. Okay. And I know no one is watching, but that's okay. I just like the feeling of recording. Oh no. Hi, cat. Come on. Come on. Come on. You gonna come over here? Or are you gonna stare at me? There you go. See, I'm okay if you jump and hang out with me. Your claws are just so sharp that it's very painful. Do you know this? It's very painful. So, yeah, I got back into Minecraft a little bit. Recently, I built this thing. I don't know what it is, but I built it. And, stop playing with that cat. Oh my god. She's still, like, kind of a kitten. She's like maybe a year old, maybe. No, she's almost a year old. Here, skeleton. Is it below this? It shouldn't be. Yes, hi, kitty. Yes, you're very cute. Hey, there shouldn't be anything below here. I thought I lit the whole thing up. Oh, there could be in here. I built this stone brick thing a long time ago, and there could be some stuff in there. So, yeah, I just wanted to play and enjoy life. I do to this. Okay, girl. All right, you get down, please. Thank you. So yeah. Let's get the Minecraft music. It's max. All right. Well, everything's max. Okay, so yeah, I just wanted to, play, enjoy the world, enjoy life. So right now, I'm a senior in high school, and I'm about to, the sport I play, or to do, I guess, is wrestling, and so I want to. Well, that's about to be over, and I'm kind of glad it's almost over. I lost my liking for it about 2 years ago, so I've been kind of doing it just to get by, and yeah, I'm glad that it's almost over because But I don't know if I'll have much time to record it. I haven't had any recently. The past like 2 years, I haven't. I've just been really busy. There's a lot of stuff been going on, and yeah. So also the goal of today's stream is to where am I? There they are. Is to collect a bunch of flowers, specifically red ones. And I don't know where said flowers would be, so I'm gonna explore like over here or over here to try to find some. See, red flower, but I need like a lot of them, and so I'm just gonna fly really far away and try to find them because I need it. So down there, if you see, I can't really look, but that weird pyramid down there is a lot of red glass that I need made. So, oh, flowers! Okay. A lot of strange red flowers. Let's collect as many of these as I can. I brought a shulker box with me. So, and I just want flowers in general. So, and I don't know the best way to get, like, you know, red dye. I imagine it's flowers. So, I mean, that's the old school way to do it. I don't know if you can, there's a better way to do it now, but that's my plan. And I figure while I'm out here, I might as well just collect a bunch of other flowers because I never know what dye I'm going to need. So, I do know there's this specific type of flower that I can get. It's like a rose bush, and it's really good. And so I want those. But yeah, I need specifically red. And a lot of these, sorry, all of these are not red. So, cornflower. So yeah. Wow. Old Minecraft music really hits, huh? But yeah, so. What else has been going on? I don't know the last time I recorded in relation to events in my life, because not recently, but at the end of sophomore year. So I'm old for my grade. I was born kind of like at the cutoff for well, graduated now. So I'm 18, and senior year is like almost halfway over. I think it is halfway over now, as of next week. And so let me hold on. Okay. And so yeah, I'm kind of old for my grade, and so I was sophomore year. I was actually able to. There's more flowers over here. I was actually able to get a driver's license, and so this was my birthday is in the wrestling season, and so I don't have a whole lot of time to like go get my permit, go get my driver's test, like all that. And so I was a little bit late to the party on that, but I still got it as soon as I could. See, I got my permit like 2 weeks after I turned 16. Drove around for a while, and yeah, and so now, and then I got my license about 6 months after that, which I think is the most that you can do, or the earliest you can do it. Not 100%. Bruh. Here we go. Oh! Tulips! Okay, this music's very loud. Tulips. Aha. Now, these are good. Yeah, red tulips. Alright. This is good. So, I need red tulips because there's a lot of them. Oh my god. There's so many flowers here. Oh, this is great. This is fantastic. And so yeah, I was able to get my my license fairly early on. Holy crap! There's so many! Oh my god, this is so beautiful. I'm taking all of these. These are so vibrant. What are these? Alumum? That's cool. All right. So yeah, I was able to get my license, and then before I actually got my license. So I'd been working a minimum wage job since about the day I turned 16, which is when I was legally allowed to. Well, work in a restaurant at least, which was a very easy position to get. And so I worked at a small restaurant, and I don't know if you get classified as a restaurant. It's like Subway. It's Core Life. I did for a little while, but this year. Well, technically last year, but this school year, I quit because management there is, like, god-awful. I mean, you could just... There's, like, no difference. You could literally be scheduled, not show up, and they'll be like, hey, don't do that. And then they slap you on your wrist, and then they're like, alright, please come back tomorrow. It's like there's no repercussions for not showing up. you know? And the problem is with that is, so my manager was very laid back, and at first I was like, holy crap, this is great. But then I realized that I have to pay for people not showing up. And since you are nasty, get away from me. Jeez. And since I was not one of the people who just didn't want to show up, I had to pay for it. So I had to stay late. I had to come in when other people didn't want to or just didn't. You know? Okay, how do I get honey out of this? I know you can. I don't know how, though. That's okay. I'll come back later. And so, yeah, like, I had to, pay for it, which really sucked. And I was very tired of that. And so, I just quit. And I was like, alright, put my 2 weeks in, worked the last 2 weeks, was very hated on because I quit. The thing was I was being considered for a supervisor position, but at the time I was still 17, and you can't really by law hold like if somebody gets hurt at work, you can't hold a 17-year-old liable for that because they're a minor. And so I wasn't able to do it. And the reason I wanted to do it was so that I would actually have some power and like authority to tell people, be like, hey, dude, what are you doing? You can't just not show up. Because no one really listened to me because I was so young and I wasn't a manager. So no one really listened. So I was like, alright, I'll just leave. And so I left, and my friend managed to get me a position at the YMCA near us. It's like a before and after school thing. So it was really cool. Well, it is really cool. And so I got positioned there, except issue was that it was right at the start of the wrestling season is when I actually got like offered the position. And so I was able to do all my trainings, and then the season started. And now, like I've gotten a paycheck from them from watching the videos or whatever, but I haven't actually been able to work it, which is really annoying. Because I'm kind of broke right now, and I'm kind of broke. And the reason I need money was because I don't know if I said this already, but at the end of sophomore year, I bought myself a car because I was working, and I had a few $1,000s saved up, and so I was like, well, I had $8,000 saved up, and so I was like, shit, let's see what shit box I can get for $1,000. And very much to my surprise, someone on Craigslist actually sold me a car for $1,000, or it was listed for $1,500, I think. And this thing was a piece of crap, but I mean, I loved it. It lasted about 4 months, and then the suspension gave out. Well, the suspension itself didn't give out, but the frame of my car holding the suspension was so rotted and rusty that it just popped right out and poked right through my car. So, yeah, I did not, I was not able to save that car, and so I was like, shit, that sucks. And so, imagine going from a car to absolutely no car in a very short amount of time. It was very alarming and very saddening to me, especially because I do love cars, and so I was very upset about it. And so, yeah, I had to whip out my bike that I used to ride on when I was like 16. 16? I may have turned 17 by now. No, because I bought the car before I actually got my license because I was so eager to get a car. And the car was if I had a picture right now or like a face cam, I would show you, but it was a Mercedes C230. Actually, what I can do, Mercedes C230 2000. Let's see. No, that's not it. Well, this picture is it, but it's just a very bad picture. Here we go. This was it. This was it. Right here. This was it. Mine was like gold though, so it wasn't exactly this. Mine was gold and like terribly rusted. I mean, like god awful rust. Like there were holes in the side here. Even the wheels were rusted. The front and hood was actually good, and there were a couple specks of rust, but yeah, I mean everything was. And I had a skylight up here, except the skylight was like the inside, like the the cover you'd pull over a skylight to like shut it. That was all like moldy, and so I had to get that back. Yeah, like the bumper was rusted, everything. I mean, it was about as bad as you could get for rust, and this was before I really knew anything about cars, and so I I didn't bother to think that maybe the rust on the bottom also means there's rust on the frame of the car, and if there's rust on the frame of a car, the car is about done. There's not really much you can do. So, little quick tip, if you're ever shopping for a car, like an older car, like a beater, don't get one with rust on the frame, or if you do, knock the price down significantly because it will not last. It will break, and it will break down very quickly. And there was the rust issue with that car, and then there was also the fact that it was a Mercedes, so it was turboed too. I didn't know that until after I got rid of it. To me, that car is more valuable, rotting away in my driveway, where I could have a turbo, than it is actually together and get out of here, please. Together and drivable, or worth the $400 I junked it for, which I regret. I wish I just unregistered it, took it off insurance, all that, because at least that way I would still have it, because you never forget your first, if you know what I mean, and your first car is what I mean. You never forget your first car, and I sure as hell had a lot of fun with that. You couldn't floor it. You couldn't put the pedal to the metal because it would just break on you. Oh, it would literally like the engine would start chugging, and it was bad. So I got on the highway twice with it. I think I was too afraid to go on the highway more than that. Because it was so beat up and it was so scary to drive that I was worried it would just, blow up on the freeway. And I was right to think that, because pulling into my parking spot at school, the suspension just, poked right through the side of it. So, yeah, I was right to be careful of that. And so I got rid of it. And it was very sad. It was very saddening. I think there used to be a ruined portal here, I think. So yeah, it is what it is, though. And then after that, I was like, well, I don't really have. So I started looking at cars again, because my favorite activity in the world is car shopping. When I have about $20 in my bank account right now. It's my favorite thing in the world. It is so much fun to look at cars on like Craigslist and be like, wow, only if I had the money for that. Also, the flowers that I'm really... No! Oh, those are it! Oh my god! Hi. Want a flower? Oh my god! Hi! He wants the flower! That's so cute. Here. There you go, buddy. Flower for you. Yeah, so I was like, alright, well, last time I got a shitty car, it didn't work out too well, and so I decided to to skip out on the shittiness and actually get a real car. And so I saved up some money, and just to put into perspective, my parents bought my brother a brand new car, like 2021 or whatever, 2022, brand new car. They did not do that for me at all. I asked, they laughed, it was a whole thing. And I think you know who's the favorite here. And so yeah. But what they did for me was they offered to pay for half on a very cheap car. And so I was like, okay. And so we went to a dealership. It was my dad's old friend. And so they had a black 2013 Dodge Dart. Let me pull up a picture here. Hold on. Black Dodge Dart. This is it. So they had this in stock. It was listed for $6,000, and since it was my dad's old friend, I got it for this is the exact one. Like, this is the exact one. Like with the rims and stuff. It's really cool. I like it a lot. It's a neat little car. And yeah, it had one little spot of rust, which is actually getting a lot worse, and I need to fix that. Like now. But yeah, so I actually got a real car, and that's the one I drive. What the fuck was that? What the hell was that? What is that? Oh my god! It's a ghost. Hello? Is it in, like, an alley? LA? What are you doing, dude? What the hell are you doing? I thought that they only spawned at, like, what's it called? Like, pillager outposts. Where did you come from? Okay. Alright, well, you found a ghost. So yeah, that's the one I'm driving now. It has had its fair share of issues, though. No rust on the frame, so it's not gonna, shit the bed soon. I hope. Ooh, yes, more of those. But it did lose its, the power steering broke on it, and since it was, for some godforsaken reason, an electric power steering on a gas car, I had to replace the whole power steering rack, which was about $1,200. That was not fun. That was the last big thing, my last big purchase. Oh, never mind. I take that back. That was my second to last big purchase. No, it could have been my last, actually. I'm trying to think chronologically what happened. Yes, more of those. And, yeah, so that was a lot to fix. There were a couple other things. There's a, oh, fuck, what's it called? Not a control arm. Ball bearing. My rear passenger side ball bearing on my car was kaput. So I had to replace that. That was only like $200. That was really cheap. And then, there's a crankshaft sensor that I had to replace. That was like a $12 plastic piece, too. I thought I was gonna have to junk my car again. But no, it was like a $1,200 little piece of plastic. So that was awesome. I think I had to pay like $150 for them to actually figure out what it was. And then after the power steering thing, I was like, all right, maybe I should figure out how to do some of the stuff on my own, because I seem to be paying a lot more when I don't do it on my own. And so then I started learning about cars, and then I was like, well, you know what would be awesome is if I got like a really crappy car, right? That was like not roadworthy, and then I fixed it and made it roadworthy. And so that's what I did. And so I was looking on Craigslist for a while. I even looked on like Facebook Marketplace, like, you know, did the whole 9 yards. And then my girlfriend, she her uncle, well, not blood uncle, but like family friend uncle, he had a 1984 C4 Corvette that he loved, and he was selling, and it was listed for $6,500. There was a lot of stuff wrong with it, so yeah, like, you know, as it stands right now, it's not drivable, but you know, there is a lot wrong with it, but it's not unfixable, and so I've been learning how to fix it. So I've, you know, when I first got it, I did like an oil change. My first oil change, I replaced the starter. I figured out how different parts of the car work, like, you know, how an engine actually works, how a starter works, you know, like what a flywheel is, like all the, like, the basic stuff. I figured out, and yeah, and so, but with that car, what was awesome too was when I saw that it was $6,500, I was prepared to sell my soul for this. I was prepared to sell the dart, sell my kidney, whatever it took to get it. If you don't know what a 1984 C4 Corvette looks like, let me show you. Let me show you. This is it. This is it. This is it. This is what I bought. This thing. It was purple, and it's low. It's got pop-up headlights. It's awesome. It's the body is all fiberglass, so there's no rust because it's not metal, and fiberglass does not rust because it is not metal. And so I got it, and it was awesome, and it is awesome. And then the wrestling season started, so I was only able to replace the starter and do an oil change and get a new battery, and I can't do anything else on it because I have no money. Literally, I have like no money. I have barely enough for gas to get me through the rest of the season. So yeah, that sucks. But what's good is that I have a garage, and so my mom, who didn't really think I would actually get it, because I sent it to her and I was like, "Wow, Mom, look at this! Like, this is awesome." She's like, "Wow, that's cool, man. That's awesome. You know, what are you gonna do if you get it?" I'm like, "When I get it." And she's like, "Okay, buddy." And so I think I really did surprise her because I did end up buying it, and I drove it home. It was drivable at the time. It's not drivable now, but it doesn't even turn on because I put the new starter in, and then the battery melted. So I have to figure out why that is. Because it was the right starter. I quadruple checked. It is the right starter. It just decided to melt. So I have to figure out why that happened. That was a very elegant landing, too. But, yeah, you know, it is what it is. You know, car things. Ugh. So, yeah. But that's okay. I'm okay with it. I have a Corvette now, and it was drivable, and so I took a lot of videos of while it was drivable. It's not registered or on insurance right now because it's sitting in my garage alone, but yeah, it's okay. Alright, let's see how many flowers we got. We got a lot of red flowers. A lot better than I thought we would do, actually. So that's all the red flowers that we got, which is a lot better than I was expecting. The reason I wanted the rose bushes is because one of these is 2 of these, so a lot of red dye, and then 1 red dye is 8 stained glass. 8 stained glass. So I'm gonna have a ton of glass over there. But yeah. So yeah, I've had multiple cars. You know, I've had, you know, this thing. I've had this, and this. Like, I want to see if I could actually find the color. Oh my god, is this it? Oh, this is it! Now imagine this, but a lot more rusty and a lot of duct tape. I mean, this is it. Oh, it had the hood ornament too. I have the hood ornament on my on a shelf. I'm looking at it right now. But yeah, like this was it. So yeah, literally, like this is exactly what it looked like, but more rusty. It was awesome. I loved it. It was turboed. It was cool. It was awesome. It was cool. It was cool. But now I've upgraded to this. So yeah, now I want to get this fixed up, and I have no plans on selling it or junking it if it ever just doesn't work. I will keep trying to make it work. The frame is good and the body's good. The rest of it I can repair, and the engine's good too. So yeah, but aside from that, I'm probably gonna end the stream. Honestly, I'm not really. I just wanted to talk a little bit because it's fun. So yeah, well, 30-minute update I thought would be cool. So yeah, all right. Well.